Hey guys, welcome back to ATO Audio. Today on the channel, I want to share with you some of my finds over the weekend while I was on vacation. So I was out of town, and while I'm out of town, I always go to Facebook Marketplace and I always search around the area that I'm going to be to see if there's any local vintage audio shops. And so I found a shop that sold all kinds of things. They sold records, cassettes, CDs, old equipment, speakers, and so I was able to spend some time going through some of their stuff, and I found some really cool stuff there, and I got some really good deals. So the first thing I got on top here, guys, was a Pioneer cassette deck. This is the CT-F500, and so it's not really the nicest, obviously, one that Pioneer made. It's kind of towards their bottom tier, but it's obviously from the 70s, and it's a really nice unit. Additionally, with this unit came with the original box, with the styrofoam and the paperwork and original RCA cables with it. So I'm super excited about that because a lot of this equipment, you never get the original box or original paperwork. And so I think that adds value to it. And I just really like having those things if I can. So this particular unit was supposed to be working, but it's not really working that well. And I think the belts are bad in it. So I'm going to have to replace the belts at some point. And so if that's something you guys would like to see on the channel, y'all should really pray about it because I don't know how to do it. So if I do it, maybe I'll take a video of it. Who knows? Or teach myself, or maybe I'll get really lucky and someone out there can fix it for me instead of me trying to figure out how to fix it. But right below it, guys, something I was super excited to find in that shop was a Sansui 7070. And so I actually had to go digging for this. They had like another room where they had equipment that they really haven't done anything with. And so I was like, hey, can I go rummage through there and see what you got? And they had all kinds of things. Photos, stereos, speakers, just all piled up, records that they had piled up that they really hadn't been able to go through yet. And so this was actually facing the backside of it, was facing me behind several other stereos, and I was pushing stuff aside, and I said, what's that? And I was like, that looks really like it's back of a Sansui, and I didn't know if it was a 7070 or 8080. It was too small to be the 9090. So when I pulled it out, it was the Sansui 7070. And so I plugged it in, everything lights up, powers up, but I got no relay click. So that's something we're going to have to fix here on the channel. And so that'll be a future video. So if you're interested in learning how I'm going to fix this Sansui 7070, make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to the channel so you can get notified when we make that video. And so this particular stereo was made in 1976, and it has 60 watts per channel. And so it's a really nice mid-level stereo system in Sansui. This is kind of like Sansui's Golden Air. So super excited about that. Additionally, guys, we're going to make a custom case for this Sansui. And so I've got a lot of people asking me, hey, Mike, do you only make Pioneer cases? And so I'm going to start branching out and making some Sansuis. And I'm actually going to be doing a realistic case at some point for another customer. And so now I'll be able to do the Sansui 7070, 8080, and the 9090 cases. And so that's going to be something I'm going to do. So I'm super excited about that and being able to put that on the website and offer that to people as well who've been looking for it. Because these came with a cheap vinyl wrap, and over time these are beginning to peel and really look bad, so we'll be able to bring these up to their former glory and look really awesome. And the last thing I found, guys, were the variacs, and I got two of them, and I got a super good deal on these variacs. And if you don't know what a variac is, it's a variable auto transformer, and basically what that means is that I can select the voltage that I want to go to my equipment. So kind of like what we made our dim bulb tester, a piece of safety equipment to make sure that we're not going to blow anything up. The variac limits voltage and not current. So our dim bulb tester is going to be limiting your current, where the variac is going to be limiting voltage. And so this is a super helpful piece of equipment. If you haven't powered up your equipment in a long time, you can slowly power it up to make sure that you're not going to have any problems, any smoking components or anything else like that. And at some point, you can actually limit obviously, since you only are limiting the voltage going in, you can also limit the current that goes in, Ohm's law, right? So as well, and so safely be able to power up your equipment that way without causing any damage. So super excited to have those. Again, I got these in a freaking awesome steel, so I probably don't need two of them, so I'm probably going to turn around and try to sell one. If you're interested, let me know below. So honestly, guys, I found some really good stuff this weekend. If you guys found any really good stuff, leave it down in the comments below. So let's ask this, guys, to my subscribers. What's the best find you've ever had when you've been looking for vintage audio equipment? So tell me in the comments below, what was the best thing that you ever found and what kind of great deal you got on it. I'd be happy to read those comments. And if you've been commenting on my videos, I pretty much comment back and write everyone back as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.